Okay. Um, I was in the middle of the Brianac stuff. We saw the spirits. Why do I have that one? I do not have. Oh no, there it is. Look good on that. There's so much. There's so fucking much. Where's the doctor side quest? Oh, this isn't even true. I already started the books at least. It's not done yet though. Still trying to find the Vesperia, Brianac. Drake, Certified Soldier. I don't think I have that yet. Oh, I do have it. Worldly Adventure. Were these just freebies? Is that what's happening? Worldly. No, that one's not.
Tales of Vesperia is Vesperia time.
Nailed it. It sure is. Thanks for the bits, dude. It is that time. This might be started technically, but I don't remember how. Lure, built, developed, dog map. Okay, did I fill that in when I got it? Shit. Oh, that's awesome. What did I get? I don't remember. It says you get an attachment. I don't think that's true. Raven. Hot Springs. Misspelling. Rita, Carol. Fury. Oh, here it is. Several scenes involving a doctor. Yeah, we started this. I didn't mark it. Man, this is such a... This particular spot in the game is such a huge, massive, giant pain in the ass. Can I eat? Nice. Cutscene's not procking. Damn it. First, there was like a brief glimmer of hope there that time. Nope. What am I trying to learn by making crepes? It is... fruit parfait, okay? Let's remember these things. And double check that it's not already in the list. It is not. Still nothing. This is a good sign. This is a good sign of things to come. I think I have one more scene to go. Or did I get both? I might have actually gotten both already. Also, now I'm going to need food, so let me just go buy some really quick. I may actually need to leave and re-enter. What do I all need for grapes? Kiwi fruit and banana. Ah. All right, let's try. Oh, Acting Commandant Flynn. This isn't what I was hoping for. Welcome back. Please show them to their rooms. What is this? You really have time to be lounging around. We can't afford to make any mistakes. Have to be careful. Aren't you the one who's always acting irrational and reckless? Thinking of yourself. Can't imagine you'd be hesitating. What is it you need? Encouragement. Right finishing move. Slept so nicely. Tried shaking you and calling your name, but you wouldn't get up. I thought you were gone. You've been fighting with hardly a moment's rest ever since they started. You're gonna do some maintenance on the Vesperia 1 or something? Oh, okay. Feel like... What do we... Never mind, doesn't matter. Is that our art? Looks like you got the hang of it? Okay. I don't know why it changed from day to night all of a sudden. Did an entire day pass? Let me just rest a little bit if we don't have time to lounge. Incredible. Final Gale. Arcane art. Oh, they're gonna. They're gonna. Final Gale. There it is. Okay. And they actually wrote it down this time, so I don't have to. Good. Okay, that one's done. Wasn't what I wanted to have happen. May still be able to trigger... Oh, Drake's up there. So we can do that, too. I did actually activate further through the reenact stuff than I thought. Okay, so... Barrier Blastia, it's not activated. Even if it's not working, maybe they want to leave it here as a symbol of protection for the city. Figured it out. Why I like Blastia. Blastia like my brothers and sisters. Weird. I didn't have a father while I was growing up. My mother died when I was young. Blastia always with me, even when no one else was. My knowledge of Blastia developed and grew as I did. Maybe that's why I always felt so close to them and why I got so mad when they were broken. I have to say goodbye to all those Blastians soon. Brothers and sisters can't be together with you forever. Someday you have to leave them behind and move on. You find someone who's even more important to you. Just because you're separated from them, that doesn't mean that the important link you have with them is broken. Just because you're apart, that doesn't mean that you have to forget how important they are or how much you love them. And a lot of people who care about you very much. That's a pretty long way to go until you're as good as Blastia. Okay. Maria, I'll be back. Well, that was interesting. Alright, let's go talk to Drake. Drake's got shit for me. So you were here in Arnian, but I regret that I must set out again quite soon. I have been waiting here so I can speak with you, Yuri. I would like you to return to the Imperial Knights and provide support for Commandant Flynn. Return to the Knights, you gotta be kidding me. Always thought that the Imperial Knights let a very precious asset go when they lost you. Flatter me all you like, but it's still not going to change my mind. I'm being sincere, what do you say? Even if you offered to make me Commandant, you'd be starting off as an apprentice, but with your abilities you make Captain in no time. Take this armor, I don't want it. With Flynn as Commandant, the Knights will change for the better. Still, you're not interested. Not with that stuffy spoil sport as Commandant? No thanks. Please accept my apology on Yuri's behalf. Is that it? Can't say it doesn't have a nice ring to it. Oh. He re-earned that title, by the way. I had it unlocked because of the definitive edition. He re-earned it. It's funny. It is Vesperia Day. A day of poor decisions. You haven't changed a bit. It's me. We were in the Imperial Knights together. A Gueron? Who the fuck is this? Oh no. Oh no. What is this? Something I'd like you to see. Is it something you can't say in front of Flynn? Oh, jeez. You quit anytime? Uh-huh. Town's come a long way, and now it seems like people stopped caring about its development. Up until now, everyone was solid. But the people in town started losing their enthusiasm. Some people have started throwing all their work onto Flynn. I want to help the town remember the original spirit of industry that drove them to build their homes here in the first place. They can feel some sense of accomplishment. Maybe they can bring the town together again. Could you perhaps go and gather some building materials? That's what this is. Okay. All right. 3 of each of the following. We cannot do this. I have to go do other things. Now that I know that that's where that is, we do not talk to that man again until everything else that I need to do is done. Oh, the doctor's here again. You're Chaos with 5th job. Okay, take Chaos and go 1 step further. How are you? It looks like you're just fine. You can tell, sure. Still looking from afar. I was working. Oops. Some sort of heart disease. Doesn't look like it's working. Doesn't hurt anymore. Stay here for a bit and get your energy back before we head out again. Quite a rare talent. Being able to wield that level of healing arts is no small feat. Your skills are a little rough around the edges, but you're a born healer. Can't wait to see how you turn out with a bit more training. Alright. Now loading. Starting to feel like I'm deceiving that doctor, because you don't actually want to become a healer. Doesn't seem so bad to me. The hospital's hurting for help, and you're just giving them a hand. I'm sure they appreciate it. Is he in there again? No. Thank you for your help the other day. Doctor, you mean me? Of course, you treated me in the hospital the other day. You're not usually working in the hospital, though, are you? I'm usually out traveling, but I'm not really a doc. Hey, what's up? This is the doctor at the hospital I was telling you about. I didn't think she'd be this young. Maybe I'll go and pay you a visit sometime. My shoulder's been hurting me a bit lately, you see. But I'm not. This is the famous doctor girl? It's her. Thanks to this miracle worker, I'm the very picture of health. Keep up the good work. If I feel sick, I'll be sure to come and see you. Looks like you're developing quite a fan club. Maybe you should start collecting magazines to put in your waiting room. This is a bit of a pickle. Alright, so now Oops. The doctor may not be in the inn, but he may be. Okay, he's not. There's just like a billion things to do in this one tiny little... Oh. Something must have happened. Are these people injured? Let me help you. Going inside to see what's happened. Good timing. I could use some help right now. What happened? There was a landslide. They were bringing down building materials from town. Afterwards, once you've healed a certain amount of it, head back to the inn. No. Once you've healed a certain amount of HP, approaching the inn will trigger a cutscene. And force Estelle to help heal people hurt by a landslide. If you lend a hand, that would be great. We're running low on water. Would you mind going and bringing some from the watering hole? Hey, old man, Carol, did you hear that? Up to it. Some of the injured are still back where the landslide happened. The Imperial Knights have gone out to rescue them. I'm sure they're short on hands. Judy, take Baul. He goes with. You two can go buy supplies, get the materials in the Imperial Knights facility, and take them to the shop to synthesize the medicine. I've used my healing arts on the people outside. How are things in here? Almost everyone's here's been healed too. There are more people on the way. Take care of those people. Actually, I'm going to rephrase this. And the whole party will help heal people. Looks like things have calmed down. Everyone outside wasn't wounded too badly, so we sent them home after they were healed. Not quite good at the motions and techniques involved in healing. Well, becoming... What is it? She can't admit it. I don't want to become a healer, I'm sorry. I think that healing others like a doctor does is an amazing thing, but some my dreams lie somewhere else. It appears I jump to conclusions. Besides, whatever you want to be, eventually, you already make a remarkable co-medical. Someone who's neither a doctor nor a healer, but who helps doctors to treat the injured and the sick in a number of ways. A nurse's cap. Yep. If you come across someone who's in pain, you must use this gift to help them however you can. Even if you're not officially a healer, healing the pain of others is one of the finest things you can do in this world. Good luck pursuing those dreams of yours. Yep, dedicated paramedic. That was not a short scene, by the way. After the scene. Alright. Now. We may have to leave and come back to get the Drake stuff to finish up. So this is green. It says in Arnian, find Drake at north at it says, oh, there he is at NE. He's right here. Oh, must exit and re-enter Arnian after the... Okay. Well, let's put that information before the relevant stuff. You dick guide. Just say exit and re-enter Arnian after the above event. Now you can find Drake. Have you been well, Flynn? Yes, Master. Oh, we moved. We teleported, too. We're not even in the same spot. See that Master Yoda recommended you be promoted to Commandant the other day. I did not. It won't be long before you are officially appointed to the post. It's a little soon for celebrations. I've offered a proposition of my own to His Highness. I asked he consider revising the rank of Commandant itself. The rank of Commandant is such a heavy burden to bear, and its power invites corruption like what happened with Alexei. You're still quite young, Flynn. I fear you would have difficulty managing such power, so you want the Commandant's authority reduced. Indeed. I don't care one way or another if that happens. I don't need power to make my dreams a reality. I need people who believe in the same goal. If enough people share my hopes, the world will change. You spurned my advice, saying you gave no reason to worry. It seems His Highness sympathizes with your ideals. I suppose the Empire and the Knights will need me here to advise them for longer yet. Just sip your tea and let the younger generation do the work, old man. Master Drake, the Knights of the Empire are ever grateful for your esteemed opinions. Take this from me. In just a short while, you will be Commandant. Wear that to your ordination. Try it on, Flynn. Do it. Oh, wow. Very dashing, if you say so. Commandant, I know you are still inexperienced. You must remember to keep constant vigilance. What a self-important old geezer. He's got some nerve preaching to the heir of the Imperial throne. He's a man of great authority. He is a truly loyal knight who has devoted his entire life to the Empire. Though he's no longer officially a knight, he can put anyone in their place with just a glance. Everyone listens when he speaks. Old farts who forget they're old are the worst. Reminds me of a certain grandpa in the lower quarter. But all said and done, he does understand us and respect our will, and he continues to offer guidance. Not exactly full of hot air, forcing us to do his bidding. So you're telling me he's really a big softy at heart? I'm sure of it. I can only hope that one day I'll be half the knight he was, a knight of the Empire and its people. Okay, so he got ideal Commandant, so this is just wrong. You can find Drake at Northeast for Flynn's ideal Commandant title. Had literally nothing to do with Estelle. It said Estelle's Worldly Adventurer title, which I don't have, so I expected it to be correct, but I don't know why it said that. I must get that from somewhere else. I wonder if he's there again in the Northeast if I leave and come back, and then I get the Worldly Adventurer. If he's not, I may have to compare notes with the other guide that I found that seems... Oh, yeah, he is there again. Master, Princess, you look well. You've grown into a strong young woman. I'm sure you've seen many amazing things so far on your journey. I have so much to tell you. Recently, I saw the sea. It was so amazing. I heard about it in stories, but it's even bigger than I thought. That's not all. We took a ship onto the sea, and there was water in every direction, no matter where we looked. And then we went into a nightmarish desert with nothing but sand for as far as the eye could see. All this shit happened like weeks ago. A dreamlike city floating in the sky. All those were new experiences for you, weren't they? I'm ashamed of how little I knew of the world outside the castle. Don't let your journey end. I'd like to see and learn about many, many more things in the world as a member of the Imperial family. Long ago, the Emperor's brother organized a Regent expeditionary force to explore the world and maintain peace in the Empire. Seeing you now is as if I'm looking into the eyes of His Highness Regent himself. To make sure that you follow the right path, that is my true duty as your subject, Princess. There it is. There's Worldly Adventure. So we just need to copy-paste this exact step because you can do it twice. Exit and re-enter Arnian after the above event. For Estelle's Worldly Adventurer title. Okay. So I'm sure that was a definitive edition bonus that this guide that's not based on definitive edition just didn't have that in there, which is that I understand. Some of the other mistakes in this are unforgivable, but not having that intermediary step when it's clearly DE only is like, okay, sure. I get that. Oh, you know what? Now that Flynn's here, we can finally use the bonus titles. Oops, wrong one. So, Lorelei's swordsman. Ah! You can basically rebuild most of the significant characters. You can just have a party of Abyss characters in this game. Student body president. He's even got the little armband on his right arm that says student council. What the fuck is this? A masked young man who takes the lives of heretics to power a pensient capable of using life magic. This is definitely from one of the games that is JP only. I don't know which one, whether it's Destiny 2 or Rebirth, but it's gotta be one of those two. Dreaming Pianist. I kind of like the way this one looks. And Archlord. Oh, cool. Oh, I love his cape. Alright. So I think everybody is in their Vesperia outfits. Yep. Nice. Okay, so once Arnian is fully developed, so we have to put that on hold. We should go to Care Bakram now. Also, I'm gonna try going to Emmead Hill because I never did this and I felt bad that I didn't do it before we rescued Flynn. Because it said to do it and I just totally blanked on it the other day. It was last week. I'm just gonna stop in at Emmead Hill and see if there's anything interesting going on here. But we may be too late. I wonder what kind of enemies show up here when it's raining. I don't think I've ever seen it rain here. The Blasty is still on the way. Well, we'll actually go through the dungeon really quick and just see if there's any new enemies because of the rain. None of these look new. Although this lad looks new. Doesn't he? Oh, jeez. You know, I don't need to fight him there. I can go up the trail here and fight him up ahead. Oh, no, bird. Fuck off. Oh, okay. Or don't. Rigid Blast. What did he alter that from? His brand new arcane art that he just learned? Yep, sure is. Because there were ladybugs. Oh, maybe this is where you get the giant aphids from. No, not that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a new enemy type. Because the ladybug type enemy before looked literally like a ladybug. Old beetle. Level 26. I set there it is.
That was so easy.
We'll have to see what they drop, and if it's worth me getting some. It's got to be insect type, right? There it is. Ah, they do drop giant aphids. So I thought those were from one of the Giganto monsters, but they are not. No, Basilisk, no. Leave me alone. Oh, pissed him off. See you later, dude. I think that was the only new one, though. It's just the beetles. The birds definitely aren't new. The basilisks aren't new. There aren't even that many of them. Hey, come down here. I want to try to get... Aww. I want to try to get a giant aphid drop. Get him, team. Oh, I need to be cooking. Didn't learn it. Oh, you. Oh, you. I'm actually going to run from this encounter because it doesn't do me any good. And I haven't run from enough encounters to get some skits and stuff like that, so. I'll gladly fight you, though, sir. Still didn't get a giant aphid drop. There we go. Got one. And a couple level ups, surprisingly. Everybody else is pretty close. Flynn, you do not have EXP share on, right? I made sure that's off. Okay, good. Yeah, nothing actually interesting here. Maybe there was before, maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Doesn't matter. There's a cutscene we get in Halure that we can go to now. Flowers are blooming beautifully. It must be because of the ghost. Where's Rita? She said something about looking at a Blastia and climbed up the tree. Got a lot of energy. I've read that Halure's name comes from the 3 types of trees. The Harmonia, the Lularia, and the Rennen. The beginnings of their names come together to form the name of the town. Spoken like a true bookworm born and bred. I don't see what's so wrong about that. I made up my mind. Once we're done with our journey, I'm going to live here. You're not going back to the castle? I can go to the castle from here if I need to. If I spend all my time cooped up in the castle, I'm afraid I'll get swept up in all the chaos there. So why not just leave all that castle stuff to Master Yoda so you can relax? I can't do that. I still can't just spend her life goofing off like you can, old man. Now hold on, old Raven's living his life pretty seriously, I'll have you know. Really? How so? What do you mean, how so? What a silly conversation. You all don't have anything more productive you could be doing? This is from the tree-climbing Blastia hunter. I'll have you know, I've been examining the Blastia here to evaluate its potential for spirit conversion. So did you discover anything? It's no good. The Blastia here is resonating with Lure's tree, and it's making some sort of configuration I've never seen before. It does seem like it's made an elemental spirit on its own, as I suspected. We're short on time right now, so I'll have to come back later to study it some more. What's up with you? Estelle was just telling us how she wants to live here once our journey is over. Really? Oh, I see. Alright, then if I'm not mistaken, we have an Autophagos we need to go take care of. Alright. That's it. It's the only thing. Nothing to be gained. It may give me a skit, which if it does, I'm going to put that in this guide, because sometimes the guide has things that it's just like, there's no reward for doing this, but I'm like, then why did I waste my time doing it? But like the end of a side quest like that, unlocking a skit or something, is still important, even if you don't get a physical reward. Which I think sometimes the guide doesn't always, because it's the guide that I'm following is strictly a side quest guide. Hey, buongiorno. Buongiorno. Professor Sicily. Buongiorno, Jack. Oh, my amici. Buongiorno. You're sure chummy all of a sudden. So what's wrong with that? Where is the Sicily part of this? Is he supposed to be here? In Heliord or Halure you can find Sicily. Oh, okay, so this might be... This should be the 7 joke weapons. Supposedly we can find him in Heliord, though. I feel like I checked and I didn't find him. I didn't say there's anything wrong with that at all. Just a little jealous. Come to think of it, this is the exact same place where we first met you. You count flower petals again or something? Nothing like that. Recently I am lacking of motivation. A great genius like Professor Sisley requires a lot of motivation, Junk. How about you make us an awesome weapon? Yeah, and these are all joke weapons. He can make you joke weapons, and they all suck. Can't say I'm too interested in weapons right now, but well, you've been my Amici for so long, so maybe if you'll do something to give me some motivation, make you a nice weapon. Something to give you some motivation. Here he goes again with the crazy talk. Every time you do one of these motivational things, I'll make a weapon for you. Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But there should be 2 more. So repeat an attack a motivational amount of times, which is a combo over 200 hits. Motivational amount of damage is 10,000 damage altogether in battles. Motivational battle evaluation. Win a battle in less than 3 seconds, which we did. Fight in a motivational number of battles, which is 1,000 fights. Motivational amount of gold is possess on hand over 1,000,000 gold, which I've done. Finish a battle in motivational amount of time. Win a battle in 3 seconds or less. Oh, looked at the grade chart after a battle harder than easy. Oh, that was super easy. Receive a motivational battle evaluation is like cake. Run away from battle. We have to do 50 escapes, which I knew, but apparently there's not 9 joke weapons. Guess there's nothing to make us do anything if we don't want to. Alright, so we should be able to complete a bunch of these already. Looks like you dealt a motivational amount of damage to an enemy, so Rita's went first. I'm just going to green the individual ones. Give you this, and we get measuring tape. How long is it? How short is it? Lungo, corto. This is the basic tool of data measurement. Are you saying that I can actually use this to fight? Yeah. So 4, 5, 6. Oh, there are 2 additional ones. Aha. Defeat 30 people in a motivational time. Synthesize a motivational number of items. I don't know what the values are for those, obviously. What's next? Estelle, a motivational battle evaluation. I may not have 1,000 battles or more. Cat teaser. This beauty will be able to perform a charming meow meow attack. All the cats will be jealous. Judith is next. Oh, I have fought in 1,000 battles. Okay. I hope it was motivational for you. What do we get? What kind of spear do we get? Deck brush. Legendary and mysterious tool is now yours. Use it wearing a maid outfit and it works twice as nice. I wonder if that's actually true. Like if it does double damage if you wear the maid outfit. Alright, Rapide is next. Motivational amount of time. I think my fastest is close to 1 second. Grilled chicken. Some yakitori. Nice and hot. Fresco e delicioso. Although I prefer the gizzard myself. Gross. Oh! We managed to pick up the Murakumo. Which I wasn't expecting because supposedly you're supposed to do that in Heliord. Who's next? Aha! Synthesized. A motivational. Number of items. It's Patty. Oops. And all the little details were a pain in my rear. Dried squid. A squid perfect for emergency rations. Salt and dried overnight, and it'll last forever. The king of seafood. What are you two talking about? It seems you've done nothing very motivational lately. Oh, really? Okay, so repeat an attack, which is combo. Motivational amount of gold. Can't use the first job for a while? Well, then it's not a win job, so what'd you get? Run away from battle motivationally? Yeah, so I need 50 escapes. Oh, chemist. Fun. Very fun. Alright, we need to go to Care Pop Room. See new things? Yeah, that's fair. So it says, go north and enter the near right house. In definitive edition, it may be in the northwest house. I don't know what the fuck that means, but we're gonna try to go in this house over here. I might, you know what? I'll just throw in a holy bottle. I don't need to. None of this stuff is new. Northwest house. Like we have to go up a ways? Might have to go up a ways. Okay, so we can't get there. Cannot go inside there. I don't know if I've actually fought these things or not. I may need to do that. Oh god. Mr. Turtle, can you move, please? Okay, that didn't... I know you think that counted, but it didn't count. I'm just gonna try fighting this thing really quick. Because I figured, yeah, they're gonna link anyway, so... Have I fought these? They look... Okay, fancy fair song. Yeah, I got it.
This? No, this isn't scary.
Yay. Way to go, Estelle. Oh, not done yet. I don't remember if the special, if the joke weapons have things you... Oh, they do, that's right. Casting time of novice intermediate spells will be 0 or doubled. Cool. Might as well put them on. I don't remember who alls I got. Rita, Estelle, Judith, Repeat, Patty. Rita, Estelle, Judith, Repeat. Pete actually got 2. He got a good one and his joke one. Occasionally avoid taking damage after a bad result from random technique. That's actually awesome. That's actually a great skill for her to have. I might just look this up really quick. Reenact location definitive edition. Go to Care Bakram and then go to the first house on the right. Northwestern. Oh, Northwestern. I'm an idiot. Wait, is that this one then? Oh, how did that not hit? I think these things are... Yeah, they're weak to fire. Should just cast... Fire spell!
Are you done?
This house? Can't go in this house. Well, we can still go more north and more west. There's a house way the hell up here. Doesn't appear to be the case. Oh, really? The hitbox on that, though.
Now's our chance. It doesn't seem fair. You thought you could win? Now this is where my inability to do some parts of this supposed quest line
may be biting me in the ass. Because I may be struggling because I actually did miss something, even though it was very unclear to me whether or not it mattered. You're not supposed to be able to get the... You're not supposed to be able to get all the way through the scene with Rita and the Blastia if you can't. I may have just missed it. It's unclear sometimes how this quest works. But I've tried entering most of the houses. Then go to the first house on the right. Well, this says first house on the right. Which I did, but... that would be this one. Oh my god, my holy bottle just wore off. There's no other house at the beginning. That would have to be this one. And I ran around in here and tried to, like, look for stuff and didn't have anything proc. I don't think it's here. I don't think it's here, and I assume it's because we missed the Emmede Hill step. Although, based on what I read, some people claimed that wasn't necessary, but I think that that's bullshit. This is probably the most frustrating quest line in this game. Because it lets you do so much of it even though you missed a crucial step. Well, fortunately, this quest isn't really that tedious. It's just really annoying to make sure you get all the parts, so... The worst part, easily, being the, turning around at Emmede Hill. Yeah, there's a post about it that says 3, 4, 5, and 6 are related but are a totally separate side quest. 2 is absolutely not required to get the Brianac unless they've explicitly changed it. It was long mistaken as a part of the sequence because it involves Rita naming a Blastia as the first step of the Brianac side quest does. On the 360 version, there was only one missable part, which was the first part in Rita's house. Everything after that is either not missable or not required. Might have changed in definitive. But it doesn't answer the question of where the fuck I'm supposed to go for this goddamn spear. Oh, there is a scene with Kaufman you're supposed to be able to get that I have not gotten yet. This could be bad. This could be really bad. We'll see here in a second. Soon we shall learn. I'm gonna save in a new slot really quick. Ah, fuck. My earliest other save is 2 hours before that. Son of a bitch. I think we're good. Wait. Oh, that was weird. There was a weird pause. Oh. Yawn. Good morning. Kaufman. Town's gotten pretty cozy. Good morning, everybody. Is Judith still asleep? She wasn't in her room. Oh, good morning, everyone. Yes, we're good. We're good. Okay, once again, I deleted something that seemed inaccurate, but it turns out it was just inaccurately written in the steps. So, after the above event, sleep at the inn again until a scene with the party and Kaufman occurs. Then, and only then, can you go to Care Bakram and get Brianac. I'll be off so I can be of more help. Not all, thanks for your time. You had business with the president of Fortune's Market? She just came to give me an update on something I asked her about a while ago. Something you asked her about? You mean the spear that was taken from you back at Gasfrost? Yes. The spear that you used to destroy all the Blastia, so you've been looking for it. It was a pretty nice spear. Did President Kaufman tell you anything useful? There hasn't been any news so far as spears out on the market are concerned. She said it might be a good idea to try to track down the Blood Alliance. I wonder if they had another base besides Gasfrost. You want to look for it? Oh, that's okay. You were intent on finding it. Yeah, but it's reached the point that it might not be worth the trouble anymore. The Autophagos isn't going to wait for us. Isn't going to wait for us while we look for it, you know? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. If you really don't mind, then we don't have to look for it. Anyway, we're all together. Shall we head out? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're not. Where's Patty? Where's Flynn? Game. Where are my new characters at? I guess they're not required for that scene. Although, I don't know how you get to this point in the game and not have Patty, because she's a permanent member after Act 1. stuff really quick. All right, Brianak, here we come. So yeah, that's interesting. That so I found that post on the Steam forums. There's a person who is very vocal about the fact that the Brianak side quest is not nearly as difficult as people think it is, based on the guides that exist on it. And based on my experience, I would tend to agree here with the definitive edition at least, because I did not do the Emid Hill part, and we should be able to get the spear now. So I think that there are some... I mean, and it's one of those things where it's like, unless you data mine and figure out exactly how all of these things link to everything, like, you're never going to know for sure. You can only test it with, like, tons and tons of playthroughs. And since this quest, theoretically, in the original guide, spans the entire game, still didn't get the scene to proc here, so this must not be the Northwest House. Or, sorry. This is not the Northwest House, and I think the location of the spear was changed in the definitive edition, because I've seen multiple posts talking about that. So I think we have to go all the way up to the top here. I think before it was down in that house. Oh my god, this fucking turtle is always in the worst goddamn spot. Why are you just, like, the worst, turtle? What is wrong with you? Bro. Please. Come on, man. I don't want to have to murder you. Oh, you're so close to just letting me through. You're so close. Nope, he's not going to let me through. Unless he moves forward where he's at right now, I can't get through. And I think he's just going to sit there and spin like a jackass. Oh, I didn't link the encounter with the umbrella, though.
Don't let him trip you up. Just like that, Nick.
All I had to do was be bait for that fight. Should be in this house right up here. There we go. Holy shit. Spear get. Ever since we lost Barbos, we've been absolutely pathetic. What's more, the Blood Alliance got tossed out of the 5 Master Guilds. If the boss hadn't sold the city to Alexei, we would have had a strong guild presence with a respectable base stronghold here. Thanks to Alexei's damn blasty experiments, we're stuck in these wretched ruins. At least we got one good piece of booty, that damn Dragon Rider's spear. I hear that spear's pretty famous. The old man at the smithy said so. What up, motherfuckers? You dare set foot inside our hideout? Wait, aren't you Barbos? That spear. Wait, these kids, they're the little punks that beat the boss at Gosfrost. What? We haven't done anything wrong. Everything we did, it was on our boss's orders. Let's get out of here. Hold on. Hold it. Leave that spear. Why? It belongs to one of our members. We can't let you have it. You too. Hell no. That spear is our... What's that? You're ready to fight to defend it? Damn it. There you go. Really? You're giving this to me? This is the spear that destroyed all that Blastia, you know? It's important to you, right? Weren't you looking for it? This is the spear of my oath. The oath that no matter how hard it got, even if no one understood or wanted to help, I would continue in my quest with Baul. I swore on this spear a symbol of the bond between Baul and me. Wow, so it's really important to you. And you were just going to give up on getting it back? Thanks to you all, I've learned that you can have a bond with someone without any physical objects to back it up. But Judith, you should never have to forget feelings that are important to you. You can't just give up on them. I'm sorry. Judy, I don't think you need to be apologizing here. You're right. Thank you, Rita. Don't mention it. I was just running my mouth, that's all. Really, thank you. There it is. It's that easy, everybody. Just follow the guide. Best non-fell arm weapon. Adds 3 more hits to an aerial attack. Avoids staggering when hit while jumping. Really great skills on it too. Oh man. That thing was such a pain in the ass because of the speculation and the lack of understanding about how those quests actually work. That quest is the biggest pain in the ass in this game. Hands down. Nothing else is even remotely as difficult as that. I'm just glad that it's done. I'm just glad that it's done. Oh, man. And we don't have to... I mean, a part of me may have considered redoing a couple hours of work to try to get things unlocked the way it would have been necessary to do to get the spear, but part of me also would have fucking thrown up in his mouth. So... Alright, what's the next thing we need to work on? Did I fight anything? I still didn't... Oh, I'm out of ingredients for crepes, so we need to go buy some fruit. Which I think... let me just check. I don't need to run around and check shit. I can just do it the easy way. We can just look at what stuff is sold where. Looking for fruit predominantly, so the fruit that I need, if I don't see it, and then we're not going there. Kiwi fruit. Where's this? Torim? Alright, that's where we're going. Oh, man. I triggered something. Hey, so we meet again. What is this? What is this thing? Warehouse, Top Dog, Cowboy, Brave Vesperia. No. Army, Arnian, Hot Springs. Seeker. Capo Torm, Carol meet Nan, they'll spend the night together next morning. Okay, this is Rending Drop. Wait, I want to talk to Nan. Nan, what about you? You have anything to say to this kid? Master, Ready to Dongress, make sure you're back by tomorrow morning. Carol gets an art from this. Chief, thank you. So what is it, Carol? Well, there's something I want to talk to you about, Nan. I'm sorry for always being so wishy-washy, for causing you nothing but trouble. During my travels with Yuri and everyone else, I figured out what's really important to me. That's why... Can you just stop bothering me? You only ever think about yourself, Carol. Even if you've learned what's important to you, nothing's ever going to change if you stay as weak as you are. I'll get stronger. I'll prove myself to you, Nan. I wonder, you've always talked big, but nothing ever comes of it. It might be impossible, but I want you to believe me. I'm different, Nan. I've changed. Alright, I'll teach you a technique of mine. If you can master it in one night, I'll reconsider how I feel about you. Sounds like we'll be spending the night here. Alright. The rending drop. She's a horrible person. You don't know what her backstory is? Oh, you don't care what her backstory is. Wow. This technique, you jump into the air, then use all your weight to fall downwards head first. What do you think? Never be able to master it until you man up and stop being such a coward. Gotta try. Wow. 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 Sorry for making you wait. I'll never forgive you if you die while I'm gone. Okie dokie. Bye, Nan. Lovely as always. Looks like things didn't go so badly. There it is. Running drop. Died down the land in here. Yep. Okay. Earth type. This is described by this guide that I've been following. This'll get Carol probably his best art. It's a must do. So there you go. Oh, we came here for fruit. I literally forgot. It's convenient that that happened while we were here, though. Some milk, some bananas, some kiwi fruits. Can I cook again? Hell yeah. Still don't have it, though. Still don't have my fruit parfait. Nope. It's not there. Alright, was there anything else that we need to do here in Torum while we're here? Arnian. Improvement of Arnian. Yeah, this is the side quest that we started. But we can't finish it until everything else is done. Okay, actually, things are... We do not have anything here. Well, you look suspicious. What are you doing here? You are suspicious. Is this a Patty thing that's not commented on in here? Oh, Jesus. Patty thing in Capua Torum. Pirate to the east of Flower Cart. See what it... Are you really? Jim? Is that you? Jim? How do you know my name? Wait, are you... Captain, is that you? Did he say Captain? I can't tell you anything here, but I used to be a pirate. And you look an awful lot like the captain. Or apart from you being the little girl, of course. Are you related or something? I'd be your grandkid. I heard a fair lot about you, Jim. Shiver me timbers, Captain's grandkid. Didn't know she had one. But you're a dead ringer for if ever there was one. Blimey, Captain's grandkid. What's his story? Aye, you've got her eyes, nay, her old face. Who knew she had a grandkid? Yar, this takes me back. Good times they were. Old Cap. Now don't you be crying. Are you a pirate or not? The memories just came flooding in. I'm sorry. I was so green and she always had me back. This cat lady was pretty tough, huh, Patty? Aye, she was the hardiest lass you'd ever meet to hope to meet. Can't read. Quit your crying or I'll lash you to the mast. You're sullying the siren's fang name. That felt like getting yelled at by the captain herself. Don't you start up again. Forgive me, another memory came flooding back. I wanted to be like the captain. I was always imitating her moves. Must have been quite strong yourself. I was weak as a beached whale, but I managed to learn one of them. This one's special, so I don't know what'll happen. That looks dangerous. Captain can clear a room with it. I could never quite pull it off like she could, though. Why would you use such a dangerous technique? It's all I have left to remind me of her. Captain. I know, I'll teach it to you. It's only right that you learn it being your grandkid and all. Okay. Tis all in this book here. This here book. Took me 10 years to learn it, did. 10 years? This one, you know it? Hey, but I'll show you how quick I be able to learn. And the power of Ifrey that be asleep within. Oh my god, she summons a big-ass bomb that explodes the stars. I don't believe me eyes. You're truly Captain's grandkid. Thought that was established ages ago. But he forgot. This guy. So there's just a... Okay. Patty learns critical moment. That was unique. There also, I just realized, I scanned through to see if anything starts here, but we may also... I'm looking for those books for that cow fuck at Namco Band Isle. And there may be one here. So I should look really quickly. Halure, Heliord, Mantaic, Arnian, Caputorum. Fortune's Market HQ. Is this the book you're looking for? Yep, there's no mistaking it. That's reflections of the scent on the scent of the sea. So you're interested in my autobiography? Perhaps the allure of High Seas Prophet has finally caught your eye? You wrote this? What the... Oops, I mean, could we have it? Straight and to the point as usual. I admire your candor. You may have that book if you like. Study it well. You might learn something. Of all this interest in my life story and now words of thanks from you, I can feel the winds of change blowing across the sea. There it is. That's a book down. I did a big think and remembered that. Can I make a crepe? Nope. Okay. Next Rooney is gonna be... let's just grab these. Let's just grab these books really quick. So let's just go to Halure since it's nearby. We'll just make sure we snag all the books. I think that is a thing that makes sense to do before we go too much further. I already struggle with keeping track of everything that I've done, so just finishing things when I start them when I can is tapping head thinking meme. There should be a bookshelf somewhere here. Maybe. Oh, found it. The Village Carpeted with Flowers. Such a tattered old book you have there. Would you mind if I borrowed it? I don't mind. It's just some old technical book. It's all gibberish to me. Think nothing of it. I can never thank you enough for what you've done for our town. There we go. That's book number 2. Heliord. As I'm reading this triggers me that this is not in order of the towns as you fly around. So let's see. I'm going to put this in a list of its own. Oops. The Elder's Home in Halure. Near the central table on the small. What would you call that? Cabinet? Okay, so Halure, then Fortune's Market, HQ, in Capitorum. Bookshelf in Heliord. All turned around. How's the freelancer life treating you? Bookshelf. Urban planning for bustling cities. We found what we're looking for, and there's nobody around it at all. What should we do? If you'd like to borrow this book, that's okay, right? Don't hear any objections. Let's take the book and go. I don't know how anyone could hear such a quiet voice. Alright, now we gotta go to Mantaic, which is both good and bad because there's two other things that we can start in Mantaic when we get there that we might as well. And one of them we can finish right away, which is there's another cowboy quest. So we can just knock that one out right out the gate. But the other one is the last of the Brave Vesperia guild quests, which is no small task. So okie dokie. There it is. Silver Edge +1 alpha. Oh shit, I don't think I have that. Welcome to the Cow's Mansion. I don't see a building anywhere. Come on, Flatty, you're missing the forest for the trees. You gotta look at the big picture, you dig? Now it's time for everyone's favorite tradition. That's right, it's item exchange time. So you want something, right? No need to be so blunt. You're right, though. Today's item du jour is gonna knock your socks off. Sounds like it'd be the sort of thing we wouldn't even have. If you don't have it, you can just make it for me. That should be fun. Silver Edge +1 alpha. So then, whenever you're ready. Pretty fancy item to be asking for. It may help to know something. I feel like this will be the last item. You could call it a cow's sixth sense, perhaps. So then, will you do it? Will you? Won't you? Do you? Don't you? I don't think I have one. I'm gonna check and see if I have a Silver Edge +1 alpha before I give it up. I don't have one. Okay, so that's fine. At least I triggered the side quest so we can deal with it later. I don't even think I can make one. Can you get away from my vendor, please? Move. Oof. What are you doing? Oh my god. Get away from my vendor. Why do NPCs hate me lately? What are you doing? Alright, well, we're going to try to reload the zone, I guess, because holy shit. Oh. Oh, this is our... Nobis, you shouldn't be out of bed. Can't afford to lie about all day. This is our Brave Vesperia. Head to the inn, talk to the person there. See, it's little things like this. First off, it starts in Mantaic. Head to the inn and talk to the person there. Once you go inside, a cutscene automatically starts. You're really in great shape. You got your Everlight. Where is it? You've got to run off to now. Must find the secret text that details the process of Everlight refinement. What's so special about that? Its raw state is ore. Everlight is all but useless, of course. That's true. It's a metal, so you wouldn't be able to do much with it unless you removed all the impurities first. An Everlight must be refined according to a specific process. Our guild had the method written down in a secret manual. It was taken on a journey long ago, and its whereabouts remain unknown to this day. You're going to try to find it? Why? Why would you put yourself at such risk? For the sake of our guild, for the soulsmiths. What are you going on about? Our guild is facing a crisis that threatens its very survival. Survival? But you're one of the 5 master guilds. Thanks to the stability the barriers have helped create, weapons no longer the valued items they once were. It's been many years since anyone joined our guild, and nothing will slow the aging of our oldest members. So what does refining Everlight have to do with that? In the art of crafting weapons, no ore is Everlight's equal. Now that you mention it, I think I remember reading that most famous weapons are made from very specific metals. For better or for worse, the world today is a calamitous place. Perhaps weapons we forge can play a role in restoring order to such a world and glory to our once great guild. Beastmaster again, lame. Even though I have acquired the ore without the manual, it is as nothing. You shouldn't overdo it. Does he look like someone who will stay put just because you tell him to? Guess I should have seen this coming. We'll go and find a secret manual for you. You stay put here like you're supposed to. By the name of Brave Vesperia, the brightest star in the night sky will take the job. Did you plan on asking the rest of us? We're striving to just live lives of justice with punishment for the unjust, are we not? Didn't Rihanna say something about her old man minding that Everlight, making something out of it? Oh, right, the lady you had a crush on who hired us to look for a necklace. That's right, I'd forgotten about Miss Rihanna. Maybe if we ask her about this, we'll get some idea of where to begin looking. Alright. Freelancer until fire. Woof. Big ol' woofaroony. Hey, I can talk to the person. Do you sell anything interesting? Can I synthesize this sword that he's talking about? Silver Edge. I don't see it. You'll get locked out of breaking rods. Yeah, freelancer's not so bad. I think it might be time for me to commit to a thing that I've been putting off for a really long time. Which is going to make my wallet really, 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 really sad, but it must be done. Oh, it's a sword. I forgot about that. Is dice on? Are those my dice, Flynn? Actually, I was gonna say for the man who has everything, but his magic defense sucks so much. Somebody get this man a cape. Ooh. Oh, but the rune mail's like way better. Like way, way, way better. I put that on. Actually, really quickly, as I'm fucking with this, put this on. Why do you not have rune mail on? It's way better for your too. I need another rune mail. Is the answer. Rare helm. I've got to have something better. Oh yeah, this is better. Those are interesting. Okay, more importantly, the other thing that needs to happen for Yuri is he needs to get his EXP share taken away as well. Alright. Oh, repeat. Et tu repeat? Now, the other important thing that needs to happen is I need to find a character that I can play. Play some Raven, I think. Oh, but he's a boots wearer. Shit. What's up, Carol, for Patty? What do you have on Patty? Yeah, you've got one of my blue Saphiras. Let Judith run the other one. I think this is good. Oh, 938, 855. Raven just has so much defense compared to everybody else. It's very impressive. It also could be partially my fault. As I scan through my list of equipment looking for things to swap. Because I just get really bad at this towards the end of the game for whatever reason. Oh shit, I forgot Judith has the deck brush equipped. And, yeah, well, I mean, it could be worse. They'll be fine. I'm not going to find anything hard, so... All right, let's finish what I started now. The thought that I was in the middle of, which is we're gonna go to Dongrest. I know I just fucked around with equipment a bunch, but I need to buy and sell some things. There are some items that are unique to this shop. And I need to also, I'm out of apple gels because Flynn. All right, so when you come up here, buy this, this. God, oh no, why me? That's half my money gone on a bunch of stuff that you just can't find anywhere else, basically. Can't synth them. And, yeah. Can't synth them, never found them in chests. Those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think I've bought Orochi before, and that's why Repeat already knows the abilities. Alright. That sucks. But there should not be anybody who's not working on weapons now. And as soon as they finish them, I will have the distinct advantage of being able to pretty much immediately upgrade them. It looks like Carol was the only one. I will immediately be synthesizing them into something new when they finish working on them. So. Alright. Alright, Carol, are you still going to take a pass on meeting your teacher? I've been thinking about that. What'd you come up with? I figure there's no point hiding from her forever. Then we can all go together. Oh my, if it isn't Carol. Hi there, it's been a while, hasn't it? And all of you, you're Carol's friends then. Miss Rihanna, I'd like you to meet my new guildmates. I heard you've gone from guild to guild. I think it's time for you to grow up and commit to something. Actually, this time I'm in it for the long haul. Oh, you are? Well then you must finally have been blessed with a truly understanding group of friends. Yeah, I have. And I heard that you're engaged to be married. Congratulations. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Speaking of your high-strung groom-to-be, I beg your pardon. He's actually referring to the necklace given to you by your fiancé? You did say your father had fashioned that necklace out of Everlight himself, did you not? That's correct. We've heard that Everlight can only be forged using a very specific process. We were wondering how it was your father might have come to know such a thing. Afraid only my father could answer that. Any idea where we might find him about now? He's no longer with us, unfortunately. He passed away quite some time ago. And that means he belonged to a metalworking guild, though. Perhaps they can help you. Really? Where could we find the other members of that guild? Another continent lies across the seas to the west of Dongrest. That's the continent of Urzoria, right? A strange little town exists on the continent's northernmost reaches. I've never been myself, but they called themselves the Galactic Gearbox and have a shop there. Thanks a lot. We owe you one. Let's roll. Here now, Carol. You should know by now that haste makes waste. Sorry. I can't promise that my father's guildmates will know anything at all. That's okay. We'll just go see. Keep your friends close to you and give it your very best. Please continue looking after Carol for me. Please. I'm not doing that. Don't give me that. Don't put that pressure on me. That ain't me, dog. Alright. You sell the same shit, right? Home Slasher. Yeah, you sell all of the exact same stuff. Alright, cool. All right, I think we're gonna take a 10-minute break, guys. I'm probably gonna try to find something to eat, even if it's just a little snack, in case food's not quite ready. So I'm gonna take 10. I'm hoping that food will actually be ready. Is the reason I say 10. So I'll be back in about 5:15, my time. Quarter after the hour here for everybody else, whatever hour it is. So, BRB. All right, I'm back. Food was not found, so that will have to be at a later time, but for now, we will continue. Still no unlock. Man. Let's go, see if we have it. Oh. What is this? What's with this crowd? Would you like to take the challenge? This is Dongrest's annual Big Voice Contest? Oh, this is another art, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Central Square Dongrest. Oh, this is a weapon. Whoever yells the loudest is declared the winner, and of course, our winner will receive a fantastic prize. It seems that it's a yelling contest. How lame. How lame can you get? Our current champion is the manager of the local inn, Shiva, with his earth-shaking bellow at 765 points. Great. This looks fun. Maybe I'll give it a go. Judith? What? Are you for real? What is this? It appears we have a new challenger, and a female at that. Oh my god. Amazing. A new record. 1,192 points. Impossible. Wow. Cool. Now with this amazing record, has our contest been decided? Count us in, too. Look who it is. Man. I didn't think we'd see you in a place like this. Don't you guys specialize in hunting monsters? Aye, but we always love a good competition. Here I go. Yet another stunning performance. Amazing performance. A stunning 1,180 points. A formidable showing. And yet it's barely beaten by the score of our previous competitor, Miss Judith. My turn. Breaking out the big guns, huh? This is getting serious. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen anything like this. An amazing 1,300 points. Just when we thought Miss Judith had clinched the competition with her powerful voice, this is even higher still. Aw, that's our chief. He's got a hulking voice to match his hulking stature, huh? He's almost like a monster himself. Looks like our contest has been decided. The winner of this year's Big Voice Contest is... Wait! I'm gonna do it too. Eh? That makes sense with that girl here and all. Carol. Amazing. Just when it all seemed decided, the voice of a new challenger rises from the crowds, and that voice belongs to a young boy. Oh, does this matter? Oh, okay. The first one he wins. The second one he loses, but it's more humorous. Embarrass yourself, Carol. Nailed it. Is he insane? Ladies and gentlemen, we have an unexpected confession of love. Yet another amazing score, 1,295 points. However, this bold proclamation of affection is just barely beaten by the score of our previous challenger, Clint. Damn it. What an unbelievable day we've had here, folks. One record after another, a heated battle the likes of which even history itself seldom sees. And what's more, the victor in this battle is none other than the chief of the Hunting Blades, Clint. For our winner, we have a powerful weapon made by Dongrest's most skilled artisans. I don't need this. You can take it. You don't mind? Alright. Gave it your all. That's what counts, right? I think you could have picked something better to yell, but really great, Carol. There it is. Infinity. Check. Very true. I don't think a single dialogue option in this game has really mattered all that much. But you never know. Got any new... Oh, nope. Okay. Well, that was easy. We'll go check in with the person at the pub over here as well. Tavern. Bar. Whatever it's called. Tavern. Stilts? I don't think so. I think we're good without stilts. Frog Boy. Wow. Great. And Frog Girl. Both for Carol. Why all these frog titles? Okay then. Frog cafeteria worker. This is incredible. This is another frog title. Hipster Bangs. Okay. Alright, we're done. For now. Why did he get 6 titles and nobody else got anything? Okay. Yeah, that checks out. Ah, it's just the Froghead with all of his other titles. Got it. Yeah, it's actually giving you titles. Yep. Yeah, she gives you titles based on the attachments that you have. I think, because I think I have a frog. Maybe it's not even an attachment. Maybe it's just a... Didn't I get... Oh, I know what I got it from. I got it from the play at Namco Bandai. And... Where is it? No... There was a different one. Oh, yeah, this. It's combining this title with a bunch of the other titles that I got. So it combined it with Girly and Lunch Lady, or his regular outfit, Girly, the Towel Fanatic. Oh, yeah, Cafeteria Worker, so Lunch Lady, and the Golden Soldier one. So she just like mix and matches different titles in order to make new costumes for you. When you unlock specific ones that meet the prerequisites. I don't even know what they all are. I just stop by every now and then when I've gotten a few more different titles. Okay, I think that's everything we needed to do in Dongrest. We actually need to go back to Halur. I missed something when I was there, which is my own fault. So we'll do that quick. There's apparently a mage in Halur that will give Rita a title if we've done enough damage. 60 million. Might be this guy. Nope. He's just depressed. It doesn't actually tell me. It just says one of the mages in Halure. Doesn't actually tell me where they are. I don't know. There's only that one mage. Giant boss fight. No, right now we're just doing side stuff. Oh, is it this person? Nope. That person's also depressed. Can I see my total damage dealt in my achievement screen? Total damage given. Oh yeah, we're at almost 2 billion damage. So we should definitely be able to get... Or no, sorry. That's not right. Did I... We're at 184 million. Contemplating playing this game? Is it fun? Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I have 184. So I just need to find this mage. Yeah, it's fun. Strap in for a very long game. I'm at a half hour shy of 150 hours of playtime. And I have not actually, like, this isn't post-game content or anything, which there is. But there's just that much in the base game. So if you like long-ass RPGs, that's one of the main things this game has going for it. It is very, very long. Yeah, I mean, it's the similarities are absolutely there. About to beat Vesperia. Nice. I don't know if this mage is actually supposed to be here yet. Because I have talked to basically every person in the town. Maybe not at nighttime. Maybe it's the time of day. I'll come back later. Let's go to Miorzo. There is an art we can get here. From one of the Critians. That's all I get. I just gotta talk to everybody. Maybe they'll stick out like a sore thumb. But probably not. Did you have any special weapons that I didn't buy? Shadowfang. Got it. Have. Got it. Have. Got it. Got it. Okay, we're good. Good. One of the Critians. Not that one. One of the Critians? Nope. There's not that many around. Hmm. Well, I will definitely be making a note after I find this as well. That's 2 now. And it's possible that these are intended to be... It's possible that these are intended to be for post building, or sorry, completing, and not, because these say after built, but I think maybe they intend to mean after completion, which is a thing I've already run into, so I'm guessing that that's just an error in the text here. Let me just double check that I don't already have it. It's called Sundering Moon. I do not. Okay. I'm just going to mark these as yellow so I don't forget that I already tried. That should help me. Let's go to the hot springs and get our... Wait, don't I already have? Hold on a second here. Spa man. Did I already do this and didn't mark it? Or is it a different situation? What's oof? Fire done. What's the next one? Head turner? Oh, no. Until Earth? So you got Chemist, Beastmaster, and... Team Beastmaster. Big Woof. Dancer. There's pros and cons to that. I'd say it could be worse. Oh, what's this? Leo Luca. What is this? Another lucky item. Oh, shit. I haven't seen one of these in so long. Third is near the northeastern tip of Urzoria and rewards Leo something. This is a lucky item. It belonged to the great pirate Grand Clay. Who's that? Leader of the Serpent Stream Pirate Guild and a great man who should rightly be called a hero. Serpent Stream? That just makes me think of Siren's Fang and Leviathan's Claw. As well it should. They were both part of Serpent Stream once upon a time. Oh, really? Once Grand Clay died, Serpent Stream split into 2. Siren's Fang stayed at sea, and Leviathan's Claw took to land. Wow, so wait, how come Jaeger used a gun like you, Patty? Oh, that's just a serpent string technique. You don't see it every day, though. True, there aren't many guns. Does that mean you're using Grand Clay's weapon? Yep, too bad it's not a gun. Oh, Patty, why don't you bowl Yuri over with your skills? I'm not sure how that would go. Come on, everybody loves a powerful woman. Are you sure you're speaking for everyone and not just you? That reminds me, Article 7 of the Sea Teaching says men of the sea are powerful and majestic, which means I've got to challenge Yuri to a duel. Oh, no. Yeah, wait, what? Are you sure about that, Patty? Hey, Yuri, fight me! Say what? Whoa, watch out! What the hell are you doing? Behold my many charms, ye scurvy dog. Oh, Patty. You lost your mind? Hey, knock it off. Did she win? Swoon before my incredible skills. This isn't what I meant at all. This is utterly insane. Yuri, are you okay? Speak to me. Were you beset by monsters? Why didn't you call for me? Arg. Bested by Estelle yet again. Well, you reap what you sow. Sea Teachings Article 118. Pirates aren't made in a day or even 10 years. I've got a long way to go if I want to compete with Estelle or Judy. Not that it matters, but why wasn't my name on that list? Perfect. So this is just like a Leo Luca. Interesting. Yeah, that's just a rare Patty weapon, I guess. Brainiac Brace. Avoid staggering while casting a spell in Brainiac or critical. Cannot be stunned during over limit. Reduces the chance of staggering when using recover. Wild. 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 Not what I came up here for either, but a nice surprise. Found after Arnian was built. This should just be a quick cutscene here. What a pleasant surprise. I was hoping I'd see you again soon. Oh yeah, what ridiculous price are you going to charge us this time? Please, good visitors, don't be so harsh after all of the kind service I've given you. But actually, there's a favor I'd like to ask of you. If you wouldn't mind, might you hear me out? I assume you're willing to give us something in return? Of course. I would be more than willing to compensate you for your help. Perhaps a free lifetime pass to our hot springs would do the trick. You mean we could go in anytime we wanted for free? Yes, of course. You can come and go as you please. A resort where spa rentals cost 600,000 gold. Is it going to give us lifetime admission for free? Who do you want us to kill? No, it's not that. It's just there's a group of customers coming in soon and I'm short on help. If you could just give me your help with some tasks around the resort, I'd appreciate it tremendously. That's it. Let's help. It sounds like it would be really tough for him otherwise. Oh well, there's no dissuading the princess when she gets like this. Excellent. You'll find everything you need in the staff room. Please go and change into the appropriate employee uniform. Looks like I'm the last one out. Whoa, is that you, Raven? Why do I have to be the head clerk? You look hilarious, old man. You're one to talk, boy. Oh, yeah? Want to trade me places, Yuri? I'll make it worth your while. I'll pass on that one. You have fun, old man. I'm going to go see what the others are doing. Have I done? It just dawned on me. I have Yuri's Recollection Guardian title. Oh, I can't open the menu. Come on, Yuri. Trade places, little Raven. Won't you all sweep the entryway, clean the bathrooms, whatever you want? Didn't they stick you here so you wouldn't sneak off and peek in the women's baths? How did they know? Yuri, you gotta believe me. I'm not a bad guy. It was just a fleeting flight of insanity. Fleeting fit. Yeah, I gotcha. No, no, you don't understand. I didn't see anything. No one at all except Judith. Uh-huh. Oh, so you saw Judy? No wonder you passed out last time we were here. Anyway, try to keep out of trouble. Hello, how may I help? Oh, Yuri, it's you. Oh, Judy, I didn't recognize you at first. What do they have you doing here? I'm running the souvenir shop. They sell all sorts of interesting stuff here. Just looking around is pretty fun. I keep this on the down low, but I'm also on the lookout for Raven. Looks like Estelle and Rita haven't caught on yet, but when I saw how he passed out last time, I knew exactly what was going on. I have to say, I'm surprised at how little experience Raven actually has. So you noticed, Judy. Oh, did I? No, I'm no match for you, Judy. Poster girl for the souvenir shop indeed. Those clothes look great on you. Oh, Yuri, you're nice and all, but flattery will get you nowhere. Do I need to go? I think I need to go in the back to get the rest of them found. Hey, look, it's Flynn. Hey, Yuri, you on patrol? You could say so, and you're on cleanup duty, huh? Kinda suits you. Once a clean freak, always a clean freak. It's worth the effort. Come to think of it, you did keep your room so clean it was like no one lived there. You just wait, this place won't have so much as a speck of dirt once I'm done with it. Knock yourself out. Catch you later. This mold looks like it's gonna put up a fight. Bring it on. Mold? Ew. Mold in my spa? No, thank you. What are you doing out here? Hey, Captain Carroll, what are you up to? Ah, Yuri! How come I was the one who didn't get a uniform? They only gave me this one towel. I'll bet it was all they could do. I doubt they had any clothes of kid size. What's the problem? Just sit in the water and enjoy yourself. I can't stay here for the entire time. I'll shrivel up like a prune. I wonder if I can leave yet. There's not anything to do outside anyway. Relax and stay here. Everyone else is working pretty hard. They wouldn't really have time to chat anyway. What about you, Yuri? Don't you have anything better to do? I'm on guard duty. I'm making my rounds. This is hard work. Why do you get to have all the fun? Oh well, give it a bit and then come on out, I guess. The guests should be coming in here pretty soon anyway. There's a Landel C eye chart on the wall. Do I have to go on the girls' side too? Oh. I didn't expect that. Ah, Yuri, even if you're an employee, I can't let you into the women's baths. We're more part-timers than employees, but anyway, I was just coming to see if you've been working hard. Yep, I'm hard at work. Look. Oh, wow. What's all that about? What's that all about? Are you playing dress-up or something? No, I'm an esthetician. An esthetician. An Esta-wuzza? Estelle the Essa, who's it? Is this some kind of joke? I'm a masseuse. I give the women massages to help them look and feel beautiful. It's hard work, but it's fun. I also get to talk with all sorts of people while I'm doing it, so it never gets boring. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Keep up the good work. Of course, don't you go slacking off either, Yuri. Yeah. Gonna just look around and pick up some stuff that I couldn't before. Bathroom scale. This one seems more used than the one in the men's room. Ah, stereotypes. With this mine, it's a small bunch of white fabric. Will the game actually let me? Oh. Yeah, it will. I mean, somebody's probably out here, right? Rita? Yep, sure enough. Ah, getting in the water would feel so nice, and cleaning is no fun at all. Shouldn't you be working instead of complaining? With the bath right in front of me, it's so hard to feel like working. Hey, wait, what are you doing here? This is the women's bath, you know? I was just stopping by to make sure you weren't goofing off. You're nothing like that pervert Raven. Didn't even occur to you that I might be naked in here? If it happens, it happens. Ugh, I can't stand you sometimes. What, do you want me to think of you more as a woman and less as a girl? What? Get out of here. Get back to work. Scary. Truth. All right, just need to find. I mean, I guess Repeat and Patty. Where's Patty at? Is she out front? Ah, there they are. Oh, I like Patty's. Patty's looks good. Well, aren't you two a handsome pair? Aye, aren't we just? So what are you up to? We're baiting customers. I don't think baiting is really the term you want to be using. What else would you call enticing people into the hot springs? We're like a marketing superhero duo, PR pirate and PR pup. Okay then. Hope you catch lots of customers. Oh, you can count on it. They know the only reason people come here is for the hot springs, right? Well, I won't be the one to burst their bubble. You know what? Actually, I don't know if Rapide got a costume last time we did this, now that I think about it. I think we get 3 costumes we haven't seen before. Everyone, thanks so much for your help. I don't know what I would have done without you. Think nothing of it. I'm sure you would have done the same for us. And it seems like everyone enjoyed themselves while they worked, too. Speak for yourself. I didn't. It was great. I learned so much, too. It was hard work, but it wasn't so bad. Can't thank you enough. Now for a token of our appreciation. Yep, permanent free pass. The clothes you're wearing are also yours to keep. Wow, really? Thank you. I'm happy about the complimentary passes, really I am. But my bones ache so much I feel like passing out. Can't say I'm too thrilled about these clothes either. Look on the bright side, Raven. You've got the satisfaction of a hard day's work, and you've even got some nice new clothes to wear. All I got was a towel to go into the bath. Youngin', you'll see someday. This is all part of growing up. Walking around in a towel is part of growing up? There you go.
Hey, Yuri,
What is it?
don't you think you need to be a little more proper?
What do you mean?
Your outfit. I really don't think you should be wearing that everywhere you go.
It's easy to move around in. I don't see what's wrong with it.
Aren't you embarrassed?
Why?
Looks like instilling a sense of shame in the kid won't work.
What do you mean, a sense of shame?
Blastia girl's impervious as well, huh?
Huh?
Well, that's that. It's all done. Thank goodness. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let's continue our Vesperia. So somewhere around the... So it says... Afterwards... Oh, it's at Namco Band Isle is where the guild is. Interesting. That's not what I expected when it said it was on Urizoria, but I guess it makes sense. Do a quick little save.
All right, who's up for a little massage?
A massage? Estelle, why are you dressed like a masseuse anyway?
You don't actually like that outfit, do you? I do. I never saw any clothing like this in the castle. I love it. Well, it looks quite nice on you. My favorite part is this visor. All right, Carol, time for some deep massage.
Hold on now.
A princess and a masseuse. A deadly mixture indeed. Maybe I should get my lab coat.
All right. 2 humans in the northwest section of the stall area. Oh yeah, there they are. Welcome to the Galactic Gearbox Shop. What sort of trinket are you in the market for? Ifrit with all Beastmasters is going to be poop-tastic. Got some dazzling earrings made with the finest silver. Step right up. You don't have much in the way of weapons and armor, do you? Right not, ma'am. We focus on aesthetics here. We didn't exactly come here to go shopping. That's right. I'd almost forgotten. Well, if you're not here to shop, what is it we can help you with? We're actually wondering if you can shed some light on the method for refining Everlight. Hey, you think he means that stuff Kale had written down in that old book of his? That'd be my guess. That's it. That's what Nobis is looking for. I don't know what we'd have done without that old book. Processing Everlight is a pretty tricky business, you see. Would you consider lending it to us? We could even make a copy for ourselves if it isn't too long. Problem is, we don't have it anymore. The Imperial Knights came some time ago and took it with them when they left. They did? I have no idea about that. Whoa, hold on. I'm being framed, I tell you. You happen to hear what this group of knights called themselves? Wasn't it something like the Cumore Brigade? Cumore. Never thought we'd be hearing that name all the way out here. Yeah, he snatched that book right up, called it heretical. Of course, he was just feeding us a line. You should have seen his face light up when he first heard us mention it. He must have seen it as a surefire way to start making some heavy weaponry. It's the no-talent hacks that always seem obsessed with making the biggest toys. Well, what now? If Cumore took it with him, then I'd imagine the Knights would keep a pretty close eye on the stuff they confiscate. Not too familiar with the protocol myself, though. Well, confiscated items were always under the jurisdiction of the Schwann Brigade. What? Staring at me isn't going to help. I'm not that Schwann guy, you know. Oh, yeah? Sounds like Schwann was even more clueless than I'd thought. Keeping track of all these items is basically paperwork. It's not something a captain usually deals with. You know, this one's not so bad after all. Thank you. Unless it's a recent acquisition, we should have a copy here. I'm not seeing anything that looks like a manual here. I see. Well, maybe we'll be able to find out more about Cumore if we go back to Zaphius. Oh.
Hey, Rita.
Ah, get away from me.
Estelle.
If you can avoid it, I'd prefer if you didn't come near me.
Hey, kid. I don't think you should be getting too close to the ladies dressed like that.
Oh, I don't think it's so bad. It's interesting. But still, don't get too close, okay?
Sounds like it's not going over as well as you thought.
You all made me wear this because you thought it was funny. You're terrible.
Who's terrible?
I don't know.
Not me, of course.
Huh? Hey.
So there's a small update in the guide between 360 version and definitive edition. Because Flynn is in the party, we get the same information conveyed quicker. There was actually an extra step in the old version because Flynn wasn't in the party when you could do this, where you would have to go to Arnian and talk to Flynn, and then he would send you to Zaphius. So we actually get to skip a step in the definitive edition, which is nice. Oh, shoot. You know what? It's windy here. I need to... I don't remember if they spawn up top or not. Okay, first off, those guys are new. There's some special items that we need to get here. The skunks are changed into greater skunky. The armadillos are changed as well. Oh, everywhere. Cool. Oh, that didn't work. I don't even remember what I have set. Oh, that's right. Azure Heaven. We should just spam that. Well, they didn't drop anything unique there. That's unfortunate. Pretty sure they can. Monster Book. Beast type. Raider Skunky. Sticky Bag. Oh, maybe they just have the Stinky Bag as a steal. Yeah, I guess that's not that cool. But it's another Monster Book entry.
Rita, how long are you planning to wear that?
Huh? I haven't really thought about it.
Isn't that what you wear after getting out of the bath?
Yep, it's easy to move around in, and it gives me nice airflow too.
You can't wear that. A young lady can't parade around in scandalous clothing like that for all the world to see. What if a strange man attacked you?
I'd blast him to smithereens.
That's right. You'd kick his butt. No, stop changing the subject.
This is what common people wear, right? And if you think this is scandalous, what about Judith?
Too scandalized for words, I see.
I don't think the armadillos spawn outside of the dungeon. I'm just checking really quick. But I'm pretty sure you have to go in the dungeon to get them. Oh, fuck you. Get out of here, turtle. Not what I wanted. There's 3 of them. I got 10 grade because of the Fatal Strikes and the Fatal Strike chaining. Also, I don't think anybody took any damage. I almost feel bad for what just happened. Almost. Alright, nice job, Estelle. Now you get to use a cat toy. Oh. Also, there's that. Oh, the old weapons. I forgot. Oh, shit.
Wow, old man. You're really making yourself at home with that getup, aren't you?
Oh, yeah! Can you feel the macho energy? The manly musk wafting from my physique? My fans across the world are gonna love this!
Idiot.
Hey, Rita! You interested in becoming my fan? What do you say? Manly musk!
Ugh, that's gross! Get away from me! Hey, dog, do something about him, would ya?
Huh. Seems it is time to put my macho energy to the ultimate test. Taming the savage beast! Gaze upon my manly physique and be awed!
Repeats male.
Classic. Oh. Whoa, where'd you come from? I just feel at home here. It soothes me. Listen, when I fell off Zaude, you were the one who saved me, weren't you? You couldn't have done it alone. Indeed. So, you were also at the Sands of Kagor. Yuri thought he saw you there. Yuri thought he saw you there. In other words, you've conveniently saved my act twice now. You better thank her then. No, you need not thank me. This is merely how things have played out. Unfortunately for you, people who get saved tend to be pretty grateful. There is also the matter of Duke ordering me to save you. Why did you support Duke so heavily? What's in it for you? Maybe the better question is who she's into. Are you in love? I had not considered that I might be emotionally invested. So why then? To carry on Father's legacy. Your father? Father accompanied Duke on a long journey, fighting by his side all the while. He was rarely moved, but Duke's journey gave him ineffable joy. They became close friends, so I felt there was a debt to be paid. So you're Lucifer's daughter. Wow, a whole Entelekea family. It is incredibly rare, particularly since we Entelekea have evolved to be born of the air itself. No wonder you all look so unique. I've not met another Entelekea with relatives apart from myself and my father, but I feel just as you do when it comes to family. I felt I had to help my father's closest friend. Did the Knights also act on Duke's behalf? My guess is they were just keeping tabs on Alexei. Oh, come on. Then they'd report his movements back to Duke, right? Correct, but in the end, Duke chose the toughest path. There's still time. If we can defeat the Autophagos, there'll be no need for Duke to fight. Aye, we can take him out of play, you mean? True, he would escape unscathed, perhaps even return to a life of peace and tranquility. So what I'm hearing is we need to get rid of those beasts in the sky yesterday. Heck yeah! I don't know what prompted this. Hey, Sylphie. The way you talk about him, that's love, honey. While that may be true, it is in the past. I am no longer Chroma. I am a spirit of the wind now, the gentle breeze at its back, and the whisper in the trees guiding him to safety. Alright, well, it's food time. Surprise. I think I'm just going to run upstairs and grab it really quick, and then we will continue. I just need a small moment, but I'm going to try to find... what that thing was that just popped up. Because that just kind of happened unprompted. So hang tight for a second. What is this place called? Reloise Hollow? Notably misspelled in this guide. But only mentioned one time. I wonder why. Here's the map. Fell arm. Oh, this is where I saw. Yeah, but there's no mention of that cutscene that just happened. I'm gonna make a note of it, but I don't know. I literally know nothing about what that was. Scene at Reloise Hollow. Chroma now Sylph talks about her past relation to Lucifer and well, I'll just say with party. I don't know if that's tied to anything or if that's just a standalone scene or what. Interesting. All right, let's watch this skit too.
Judith? I think that outfit looks very cute on you.
Oh, thanks, Estelle.
But, when you're wearing that outfit,
She's trying to say that we're fed up with all the guys ogling you in that outfit.
that's not exactly it. You see, we, have a very important job to do, so,
So you're jealous? If that's all it is, just wear this outfit yourself.
like my boobs could fill out that top.
I never said anything about boobs.
Great. All right, I'm gonna just go grab food really quick. I will be back in a minute or so-ishly, probably. I have food. 50-50 odds, one-shot Biblos. How? I guess Ifrit wasn't that bad. You can banish him? Dude, the early game bosses that aren't heavy just make that game hilarious. Yeah, I mean, like, 50 or 60 should be enough to get you through. I'm pretty sure I did it with less, although I was starting to run out. But turtle shells aren't even your most powerful. They're not even your most powerful chemist mix. They're just really useful for a lot of different things. But they're not the strongest and best stuff. Yeah, I mean, Drain Kiss, yes. But I mean, for the end of the, like, that's your, I mean, if you want your chemist to do damage, if you don't have any other, like, the thing you have to keep in mind is, like, sure, that's what the guide says, which is true. Right, don't use it on undead, you will kill yourself. That is true. However, if you don't want to waste a bunch of time grinding and you don't need that damage from your chemist, you can do all sorts of other things that aren't as grind intensive in order to get damage on your chemist. And then just, fill in the gaps on other people. That's more of like a wear at least one ribbon. Yep. That's true. You certainly can. But, like, the real power of the chemist is, like, right towards the end game when you're fighting hard bosses that take a while, and chemist is just like, lol, I don't care how hard you are, get fucked. So, I'll fight this guy since he's here, but I want to farm these down by the save point, I think. Alright, I just missed. Spikadillos. Oh, okay, Patty. God damn it. Fucking you.
You know, maybe you should, think.
I got some spikes.
Hey,
What's up?
that outfit you're wearing doesn't seem appropriate for a hot spring. I'm not an expert on them, but I thought they were for relaxing. You look ready for a fight.
Do I? This might be the garb of warriors somewhere.
I was thinking the same thing. It had second something or other written on it. Sounds like a title.
Oh, I believe it's a costume for performing the Bond dance. I read that in a book.
Bond dance? That can't be right. Can it?
No, people build a tower, form a ring around it, and then pound on it. They cook local plants and animals and put them on display. It might be religious in nature. Ugh! Sounds utterly bizarre. Another theory suggests that people wearing such clothes gathered together to haul great blocks of stone. They would shout to keep rhythm. What was it? Oh yes, soya, soya, or washoy, washoy.
Soya, was it? Soya? Washoy has me stumped, though. Perhaps the cries and the clothes work together to create some sort of resonance effect.
These clothes are full of secrets. That's for certain.
It's all balderdash, I tell you.
I can't tell if this guy's new or not. I'm just gonna fight him. Oh. Oh, I can't get around him. I tried. Not new.
Victory is
Some new stuff there. Temptation's done, which is great. We'll start working on the unicorn horn. Alright, let's watch this.
This loose look is a really fresh image for you, Flynn.
Yeah, you spend most of the time clanking around in that heavy armor. Is that why you're so hard-headed?
Your tongue is as rough as ever, I see. But you are right. Wearing something like this instead of my armor makes me feel freer somehow.
It's probably because you look so different, but you're dressed your age. It's cute.
Cute? Could you spare the mockery?
Aye, just imagine him giving orders to a bunch of knights in that getup. A bit silly, ain't it?
I'm not even sure his men would recognize him if he was wearing that outfit.
They might not know him without his usual suit of armor.
I must admit, I wouldn't feel comfortable giving commands like this.
It's only natural.
Do I really look that different in my armor?
Fruit parfait. Nice. Didn't get any spikes.
Wow, I really didn't expect them to have a set of clothes for Repeat.
It looks like the manager altered an employee's coat to fit Repeat.
Where did he find the time? All right, can do.
Huh? What did he say?
He really likes the feel of the fabric and wants us to thank the manager.
We should do that.
Huh? Estelle seriously believes him.
Just let her. What's life without magic?
Aw, come on.
We will not go easy on you.
I think I'm just gonna burn a pineapple gel on myself. I'm greedy.
The secret of my strength.
Really need to get down to that save point and get some TP back.
The Queen of the Seas has arrived.
One more spike. Is red what I want on those guys? Is that increasing my item drop rate? I feel like it's not. What even type is it? I thought it would be scale. But it's not. It's not inorganic. Not insect. I don't know why it would be aquatic. Doesn't appear to be. Gotta be a beast type, doesn't it? Oh, there it is. Jeez, I just totally missed it. Ah, so it's beast. And beast type is... green increases drop rate. Oh, okay. So I haven't really been doing myself any favors, but that's okay. I usually don't. Do I have a green that I could do? Got the Wind's Howl. Oh. And I'm out of TP. Surprising no one. What do we get this time? Squid! Is that Takoyaki? I think it's Takoyaki card. Oh no, it's different. I haven't seen this one yet. Well, that was kind of lame and stuck. Got more stuff, though. Ah, she learned Limit Fever. Nice. Bone Slasher's done. Well, Eternal Weakness, I guess. Effects of weakening spell occasionally last for duration of battle. Oh, wow. Yeah, here you go. Put this on. This is a huge damage boost for you. My goodness. I went the wrong way. Because of course I did. Shit. I need him to be blue. Of course, now he's not gonna... There we go. And he's in the way. Fuck him. I'll just kill him. I can't believe that. The times when I don't need it. Whiffed. Weird how you have to know what the Fatal Strike ranges are for every single character, for every single range, or for every single Fatal Strike type, because they all hit at different ranges for different characters. Just one of those things. Oh, wow, okay. The Juggles. I tried. Got another one. You already learned Endure? Holy shit. How many armadillo spikes do we have? Oh, I've got 10? Well, that's better than I thought I was doing. Good. Let me just finish up these last couple bites I have here. Alright, me being gross with the food is done. 10 spikes might be enough, but we can just grab like some more. Patty over there wilding. getting her free bullshit. What the fuck is that? What is that? Is that Quickie? Yo! Max overlimit and full HP and TP? Oh my god. Dude, that's amazing. That is an amazing ability that can come off of that. Holy shit. Couldn't get around it. Patty, how could you?
You know, maybe you should...
Oh. You gotta be kidding me.
Let's just get it over with.
Really.
That was so easy.
Fine, I'll go this way. Hey, look, this is what I was looking for anyway. Fortunately, there's only the one. Not a big old pack of them. I was hoping. Thank you, Patty. Oh, alright, well, here we go. Fucking you again. I am in a significant TP debt. We're at full HP, Estelle. She's set to heal, isn't she? Heal Estelle will heal even when you don't need healing. Oh, this one's not a Healy? That's fine. We're just... We don't need to do this anymore, I don't think. We got to 11, which, I don't know. That may or may not be enough. Maybe we'll have to come back. I'm going to cross my fingers, but that I don't. Those were important, though. Those I needed to get those. Back to what I was doing, which was the Brave Vesperia quest, and we're going to go to Zaphius. Which I think I need to go to... I think we just need to go to the public quarter. It just says speak to the guard. I don't know what that means. This guard? I think this might be bad intel. This guard? This guard? This guard? I'm just checking some stuff here. Northwest. Okay, here we go. Zaphius. In the royal quarters, speak to the soldier standing on the left of the arch on the way to Mordio's residence. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Why? Haste on formatted. So it was none of the guards that I found, and in fact was the guard... This one? Yeah, this random guard. Common citizens may go no further without permission. Go home. We are here. We are on our way to Sir Cumor's residence. Can you let us through? Princess, what are you doing here? As long as the princess is with us, surely there can be no problem, surely. Captain Schwan, I can never refuse entry to either of you. You should know, though, Sir Cumor's residence is currently uninhabited. What? But why? Captain Cumor struggled numerous times to exhibit proper conduct as a knight. During his assignments at Heliord and Mantaic, he was at the center of some rather unseemly developments. As a result, he was stripped not only of his home, but of his noble status as well. That guy's had some ups and downs. He's dead. Like, what does it matter? What's more, his sister, Miss Mimula, was recently apprehended for involvement in aiding the extremists. Mimula? Hey, wait, is that ill-mannered girl we did a job for earlier? Huh. That's no big surprise. I kept thinking she reminded me of somebody. Do you know where this Mimula is right now? It hasn't been long since she was taken into custody, so she should still be down in the prison. There you go. Yeah, so the earlier Vesperia guild quests that we did that included fetching that butler from Leviathan's Claw and then summarily being verbally abused by our client. That was Cumor's sister. The Cumor family has fallen on hard times. I'm not sad. Boy, it looks rough in here. How can a lady of my stature possibly be locked in a wretched place like this? Ooh! Man, she hasn't changed a bit. What? Who's there? Oh, you're that guild from earlier. Looks like you've done well for yourself. You're the ones I hired to find Sebastian. I knew he wouldn't just leave me here. Huh? No clue what you're going on about. Sebastian sent you, didn't he? To help me get out of here. We're not actually here to break you out of jail, no. But then he's abandoned me to the wolves after all, and he calls himself a faithful servant. Wow, he just took off. That's right, that failure of a man, he grabbed up every penny I had and went away. My heart goes out to you, dearie, honest. So you had a brother named Cumor, right? So what if I did? All of this is thanks to his childish mischief. Did you ever see something like a secret manual among his things? Secret manual? Sounds as though you've heard of it before. I might just tell you about it if you can get me out of here. Alright, we're going. Huh? Don't you want to know about the manual? If it means being used by someone like you, I'll take my chances on something else. Are you sure that's what you really want? It's not what we want, but it's not our place to let you out of here. You see how it is. Get fucked. Sorry, Muffin. This is what they call karma, I believe. Woof. Got him. Well done, Rapide. What? Oh! Maybe Sebastian has a manual with him. Sounds like he's the one we need to bring in. Yeah, but where do you think he ran off to? It's a wide, wide world, after all. Could he really have gotten that far away, though? He could be almost anywhere if he's gotten on a boat. A boat. Let's check the ports, then. There we go. We've got an idea, and I don't even need to figure it out. Do. Capua Nor. I think I can just leave out of up here and save myself a bit of a run.